During the Italian Renaissance, an Italian Mannerist painter from Florence named Agnolo di Cosimo went by the name of Bronzino. He was a portrait artist for the Medici family. In 1550, he created the portrait of the dwarf Morgante on oil on canvas. Cosimo I's favorite dwarf, Braccio di Bartolo, nicknamed Morganto, is featured in this work of art. Though the canvas is painted with both sides showing the front and back of the Morgante, only the front is shown here, hanging in the Uffizi in Florence. Bronzino was a patron of the Medici, so he did all of their family portraiture. The back half is on display at the Uffizi. The front half is on display at the Pitti Palace in Florence. This picture depicts the dwarf before he does his hunt. Cosimo was the personal portrait artist for the Medici family. The Medicis were classist, so the dwarf was only able to hunt small things like those little birds that they see in this portrait, whereas like the upper class were able to hunt larger things like stags and bears and whatnot. It displays Morgante the dwarf as hunting birds, considered the only accessible hunting for one of his social stature. So the historical relevance is the little person that is being displayed here. I thought it was a baby when I first walked up to it, and then I realized it was actually a little person, and that it was one of the Medici's, Cosimo's, his private, I guess, like fool or whatever, and that's what they had little people be back in that day, which I guess was probably a pretty good gig for him, but these days I feel like that's a little inappropriate. The detail is really beautiful. It's really well done, and I think he's shown with a lot of respect. I was intrigued with the idea that there's a before and after of this picture. The before, which is shown here, so before the hunt, and the after is the one in the actual Uffizi with his back half shown and the booty that he has killed.